Hello everyone, this is Satvik, and in this video I'll show you how you can use Whale framework. So without getting any delay, let's start. So I'll start from installation guys. So before installing, make sure you update. Okay, so update your repos by simply typing command apt update, and then after that simply type apt install Whale. Okay, so this is gonna take some time, but yes, it is gonna complete. So let's wait till it completes. So guys, I paused a video for a while and it is going to complete in a while. And let me tell you what's the use of Whale. Okay, so let me open their GitHub, and you can install via the GitHub also. But what I shown you is really simple. So this is the if you type Whale Evasion, you can get it. The link is you can find it out there. The name is Whale Framework, and the reason why we use is because there are many payloads out there for this. Like, you can get a ton of payloads, and most of the times these payloads are undetectable, and that depend guys, and that depend on the antivirus. But at most of the cases you can bypass Windows Defender by using this. So this is one of the coolest framework I came across. Okay, and you can do how you can do this. So what I'm doing is this is the thing what I'm doing here. And yeah, it is completed guys. Okay, so what you need to do is, so simply launch it by typing Whale. So if you type the Whale, you'll be getting a setup option. For the first time you get a setup option, and you can see your operating system and version, stuff like that. And here you can see your operating system, and here you can see continue the installation. You can see yes, silent, and no. If you hit Y, then it is gonna make irritate you, like in middle you need to hit Y, yes, and etc like that. But if you hit silent, or if you used S, then it is gonna auto complete for you. So let's go with S, and let's wait for a while till it completes. And let's come back to this thing, and you can see it is one of the most popular framework out there. And yes, okay, you can install it by GitHub also, but that's a little bit longer process. But what I'm showing you is really simple. So I'll pause my video and I will show you when it is completed. And guys, you don't do anything. Okay, so it will do itself. Okay, don't try to even do anything. Sometimes you'll be getting some GUI pop-ups like for Wine and stuff like that. Don't do anything. Whale is gonna do it. Okay, so I'll pause my video and I will come back to you once it's done. So guys, it took like around 10 to 20 minutes, and it depends on your speed. And we got some bunch of installations on the meantime. Don't look what these are things. These things are just normal. You can see the Go install and Auto IT. This is like an editor, and all is completed guys. So these are the options. So let me exit. Okay, and let me show you how you can do that from start. So our installation is completed. Okay, so you can launch it by typing Whale. So if you type Whale, you will be getting it. And one important thing is, make sure you update your Whale as soon as possible. Like, try to update it whenever you are using, because they are launching new upgradations or new changes to their exploits. Okay, so if you update it, it will try to update it its repos. Okay, so you can see if everything is completed, the Whale has checked for it, press enter to continue. Cool. So yes, yes guys, here you can see this is our main menu. So there are two tools like evasion and ordnance. So the main thing we will use to generate a payloads is evasion, and ordnance I'm not too familiar, but mostly we use evasion. Okay, so in order to use any option, you need to use something like use and the value 1. So here you can see Whale evasion is loaded up here, and you can see we are having total 41 payloads. Okay, so these payloads are exclusive for Android, Windows, and stuff. And we have something like check virus total, clean, and exit, and some stuff. I'll show you how you can do that as well. So whenever you, let me hit Ctrl to clear the screen. Whenever you type list and if you hit enter, you can see all the payloads here. So you can see something like a shell code, a meterpreter sessions, shell code, something, and you can see the payloads which are in different programming languages. Okay, and to be frank, most of these payloads are used on Windows or Linux or Mac OS if they are having this particular programming language. Okay, suppose it's having Python, then it can run on Ubuntu, Mac OS, or anything else. If it's having Perl, Lua, Go, CS, C, and auxiliary are nothing but for finding out. These are not necessary, guys. But here you can see something like these things like PowerShell. Okay, so PowerShell is mostly used for Windows, and as you can see here, shell code and some stuff. So I'll be try to show you this thing. Okay, how you can do this, create a payload, and how you can generate it. Okay, and how you can exploit that. So I'll be using this 26th one, and you can use anything, guys. You can use anything of your choice. So the first one is a programming language, and second one is the session. So it is shell code, is like you'll be getting a shell session. For that you need to have Meterpreter, sorry, you need to have a Netcat or anything else open. And the next one is the file name. Okay, so and the file name is related to the exploit as well. Reverse HTTP, reverse HTTP is reverse TCP. Okay, so those are related to the type of exploits. Okay, so as I told you, we'll be using 26. So as I told you, use and the value. So if you do that, you'll be getting some options out here, and you can see something like click track. Like you will also have a good description as well. Minimum number of clicks to execute the payload. So if you try to click, you can change it. Like if you make that for 10 clicks, okay, or like that else. And you can see compile to execute. So how much time which our payload should take to execute. And the reason why mostly the fail evasion framework tools or the exploits from the fail evasion are unpredictable is if you change these values. Okay, I can't say you that you will find always a good thing, but sometimes you'll definitely find it if you change the processors, if you change the some stuff like domain. If you make your payload a little bit trustable, then you can definitely see that your payload works fine. So let's try to, and you can see the host name and some stuff, but you can set them, guys. That's your default, but the main options are L hosts. So let's set the L host to ETH0. Sorry, it doesn't work, guys. Just a minute. It doesn't work. You need to set the IP. Unlike Metasploit, you can set the interface, which is let me do that once again. 10.0.2.15. And if you look into options once again, you can see the same options. You can see the L port. You can see the minimum amount of RAM. Okay, so you can see the how many processors that are required. So I had seen an attack like a guy had given uh, all the processors that are on his target machine. Like he's having 8 cores, he gave 8 processors, and the laptop hanged. Okay, so that's how it works. You can see something like encryptor. You can encrypt the stuff. Okay, so username and stuff. Okay, and also you can see something like you can exit and some stuff. But after setting up all these options, as I told you, setting up the options is also really simple. You set and then the option and then the value. Okay, so try to play out. Okay, try to play with this thing, and after setting up all these instances or all these variables and values, simply type generate, and it's going to generate. So it is asking us to base file. Okay, so I'll go with root. Yes, default is payload. Okay, so I'm giving default, guys, and here you can see that how would you like to create a payload. Okay, like Python installer. So this is one of the most things. So what happens is it will generate an executable, like it will be like something like Python installer. Okay, so you can give to your friends, like if you want Python, try to install it, and you can get shell. So I'll go with Python installer and py2exe. Like you can convert, so you will be generating a file, like you can generate the Python to executable. I'll go with PyInstaller. That looks like a little bit of trustable. Okay, so here you can see it is writing out all the stuff, and you will get the location as well. Let's wait for a while. And here we had completed, guys. You can see the language, the module we used here, and the executable, which is in this location. Let me copy this thing and let me get it on my desktop. So I was failed. I failed to get set the payload. Okay, let me close this thing. Let me go to compile. Let's see what's available there. So you can see a payload here. Simply copy this thing. I'll be cutting this thing and I'll be putting it on my desktop. So this is how you can get it, and you can transfer this thing to your friend or anything else. So guys, we got our payload here, and you can see some stuff here. So you can see the payload type and stuff. And what I did was I copied that payload from this location to my desktop. Okay, so it is available in here, and here we have, let me close this tab here, and you can see source code and resource file. So the resource file is really important, guys. You don't need to launch a Metasploit separately for this. Let me copy this. I'll show you how you can interact with that. Let me open a new tab. So type msf console -r to load the resource file. Simply hit enter. So what it does is it set up all these things, okay, so that you can start using that from by default. You don't need to set any options. So that's the use of a resource file. You can see that it set up all your options here. Okay, so if you look into the options, so you can see all the payloads and stuff are set up. So, and if you transfer this payload to any target machine, and if that executes, then you will get your shell. So that's how, guys, you can create a payload using Whale evasion and exploit the stuff. And make sure you try out all the various options that it is providing, and try to check that out. So this is how you can use Whale evasion to generate some good payloads. And if you like this video, please like it and do subscribe for more amazing content like this. And you can join my Discord server as well for more support. And really thank you for watching this video. This is Satvik signing off.